Let's now dive into a critical issue impacting South African students and communities, that is scholar transport. With safety concerns, accessibility challenges and financial constraints, scholar transport has a significant role in shaping the future of South Africa's youth. The provision of learner transport is an important component of the right to a basic education. The right concerns the ability to attend school as well as reliable and safe physical access to school. We're now joined by Thabo Maponya, the chairperson of the Bokamoso Scholar Transport Association. A very good morning to you, Mr. Maponya. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to Morning Live.
Very good morning to viewers and good morning to you too, sir.
Now, how does the scholar transport system fit into the broader public transportation network in South Africa?
In scholar transport, we encounter very, very huge challenges in scholar. Hence, we've been trying to engage with the government to regulate us. And we've been through that process, and we don't seem to be getting on the dotted line.
And having engaged government, how are operators and government stakeholders alike addressing safety concerns like overloading and unroadworthy vehicles?
Look, man, if we could be regulated, we can speak about the overloading and stuff. Because now, at this moment, we are at the level that we're not regulated, and we don't even know what is overloading as a scholar. Because we as scholars, we were given this thing that certain ages and how to load the children in a certain ages, that if a child is from this age to a certain age, you can load up to so much. But unfortunately, that hasn't been out there to our people to understand that what is overloading, even though that's now we are being confused with that.
But overloading is overloading. You don't need to be regulated, for you to know when you've overloaded.
Yeah, but now with scholar, like I'm saying that we were given a certain ages like the children from 3 years from 0 to 3 years, you can load a certain number of children in the vehicles. But now it seems to be confusing with us, and we are saying the government hasn't been given us in its right form. I understand when you say overloading is overloading. Yes, we do know that and understand that. But you must understand that the system of scholar transport it's a very different one. In terms of the loading system.
Okay, fair enough. And are there certain groups or communities that face more significant barriers to accessing reliable scholar transport? And put simply, what role does socioeconomic status play in the accessing of scholar transport for students?
Look, we say to the public that the challenge is that they mustn't load their children into a scholar transport that is not registered with any association in terms of the rulings and stuff, because some of the issues we cannot handle as scholar. We are at a certain level where we are trying to work hand in hand with the community, with the schools, and even with the government as well.
Okay.
So that we can be able to control the challenges that we are going through on the roads, in terms of accidents and same like the overloading issue. But now we cannot win that because of we have challenges that we got pirates operating on the road. And when everything is done on the road, they say scholar. They don't even look at where does this person belong. Because now most of the incidences or incidences that we go through, those people, we don't even know them. They are not even registered with the organization.
And what are the financial challenges that both families and transport providers face in providing and accessing scholar transport?
The challenges in finance.
Yeah.
I would say we struggle a lot. We struggle a lot because we are not being supported in any way. We go through challenges where parents sometimes they struggle to pay us. You find that we can't even fix these vehicles as well. We can't buy new tires. And like we're saying, we've been trying to engage with the government in terms of such things. Probably our cars are very old. What we would like you see in the taxi industry, they've got the taxi recap where they send these old cars and then they fund them for that. So hence we are saying we want to register with them and be regulated for us to be on the road with proper vehicles that are roadworthy and that will be in good condition so that we can be transporting these children with in the way of safety.
And you've been sending out your cries for help to the government, and you've been in numerous engagements with the government. So how can the government subsidize or the private sector partnership, help improve scholar transport?
Scholar transport is it's a disadvantaged environment whereby we don't make a lot of funds with that. Like we say, we would want for them to help us in getting new vehicles. Like they could do the same with, like they do in the taxi industry. They take these old things that we're driving and then they provide us with a certain number so that we can be able, or help us to deal with certain garages so that they can help us to afford the new vehicles.
Any financial models or maybe programs in place to make scholar transport more affordable for the low-income families?
Look, like I said to you, we don't have that power to say we will be in a state of helping. But even though we are trying, there are ways of dealing with that. But it doesn't seem to be working for us as well, because with the loadings and the number of children that we have in the vehicle, sometimes we cannot even meet our needs as well. Mm-hmm. So in terms of that, we don't have the platform because we got nobody else to help us in that, so that we will be able to help those struggling families.
All right, Mr. Maponya, great chatting to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. That was Thabo Maponya, the chairperson of the Diepkloof-based Bokamoso Scholar Transport Association, just zooming in on some of the safety concerns with regard to scholar transport here in South Africa.